Hello friends, yesterday we received this notification about the two boards finally. This notification was already received earlier as a draft and we as stakeholders had given our opinion, but this is the final now. The release has come formally in the form of a notification. The two board exam is a reality now. So this is going to be relevant for the present class 10 who is going to give the exam in 2026. Okay, there was a confusion that whether it will start getting implemented for class 9 students or 10th. So it is only for the present class 10 students. They are going to start this process right away in 2025. That means that when they will give the exam in 2026, they will get the option of giving this two boards. And remember, this is only for class 10 and not for class 12. The class 12 board exams will remain as it is. That means there will be only one board exam. So the details I'm going to share with you as per the CBSE circular which was issued, and this notification came on 25th June by the Central Board of Secondary Education, right? So this is in the form of a press release and the subject is, two board examination in class 10. So this is as per the National Education Policy of easing the stress of the students. And what is going to happen is that there will be two boards. So you can give the first board that is mandatory and you can give the second one as an improvement. However, they have added some clauses of how many exams can be repeated, etc., which I'm going to discuss in this session. So right now, we know that there is only one board exam. All the students will now be given two chances, one main examination and one for the improvement. And the first one is compulsory, mandatory for all. Second one is optional. If you are satisfied with the first exam, kindly do not give the second one. It is only for improvement purpose if you would like to improve. Now, one very good thing about this is that it is best of two. So suppose you want to try, you got 85 in maths and let's say you want to get it to 95%, you can rewrite the maths exam and if by chance it has come 75, the higher of the two will be taken. So improvement exam doesn't mean that that marks is going to be final. It is going to be on the basis of best of two. So if you go into the details of this further, so first is that it is mandatory for all the students of class 10 to take the first board exam. The first board exam is not optional. So you can't say that I'm not going to give it now, I'm going to give it later, I'm going to give the first board exam. It's mandatory unless you are ill or you are a sportsman or you belong to CWSN or PWD category and you have some issues in the first one, it is mandatory for you to take the first examination, right? All the past and eligible students will be allowed to improve their performance in, this is very important, in 3 subjects only. So if you are having 6 subjects, you cannot give 6 subjects in the second exam. You can give only a maximum of 3. And they have specified the 3 subjects as science, maths, social sciences, and the languages. Languages could be English, Hindi, Sanskrit, whatever languages you are having. It is not relevant for the skill subject or any additional subject that you're taking, like if you have taken painting or data science or you have taken artificial intelligence or any other 6 subject that you have taken is not relevant. You cannot give that in the second one. So only 3 subjects, that is science, maths, social studies, or any of the languages that are mentioned in the form. So if the student has not appeared in 3 or more subjects in the first exam, then he or she will not be allowed to appear in the second. So it's important that you have to give at least 3. So you need to give at least 3, not that you can't say that I'm giving 1 now, I'll give 5 later or 4 later. No, you have to, out of your 5 or 6 subjects, it is mandatory for you to give 3, because in the second exam, remember, you can give only a maximum of 3 subjects. So please remember this point. Don't take this lightly. You need to appear in 3 or more subjects in the first examination, because you will not be allowed to repeat more than 3 subjects in the second one. So kindly remember this. First, it's mandatory for all the students to give the first exam. Second is optional. And this third point is very important, that you will not be allowed to give the second exam if you have not given a minimum of 3 subjects in the first. And remember, it is best of 2, so there is no harm in giving twice. But if you are happy, then no problem, don't give it. Now, another very important thing is that if you have not appeared in 3 subjects in the first one, then you will not get compartment. You will be kept in essential repeat. Essential repeat means you will be able to take the exam only the next year, right? You will not be able to give the second exam. You will be able to give only in the next year. So you will waste 1 year regarding this. So I hope this is very clear about the two board examinations. Moving on further, the results of the first exam, if you look at the results of the first exam, is going to come immediately after the first exam. The first exam is scheduled for February, March. So by mid-February, you will have the first exam. The results will come after that. And then you have the second exam scheduled in May, and the results of that will come in June. And then you will get the consolidated mark sheet only after both the exams are over. Okay. So if you've got in the first exam, by chance you have not cleared any subject, you will be given the option of repeating that. You will get a compartment. So let's say you have given five subjects. You have to get minimum of 33%, in all the subjects. If you have not cleared any subject out of the five, then you will be given chance to improve in up to three subjects. So that's a great advantage. Till now, we were allowed only up to two subjects in class 10 and one subject in class 12. Now they have increased that to three subjects. So even if you fail in three subjects, below 33% you are allowed to give those three subjects in the second exam, right? Additional subjects will not be permitted after passing class 10. So if you are planning to change subjects after the first exam, saying that, okay, maths is too tough more for me, I am going to change that subject, that is not allowed. You have to give the same subjects in which you have registered. Additional subjects will not be permitted. And as I said earlier also, the second exam is only for the three main subjects: math, science, social studies, or any of the languages. Now, they've also introduced a special category that if you are involved in sports at the national levels, then you will be allowed to appear in the second examination. If suppose you are having a sporting event and it coincides with the board exams, then only for those they are giving an exemption. And then also there is an exemption like winter-bound schools. They are given a choice of to give in the first or second. They will also get only the winter-bound school, like schools in Ladakh and all, which is under intense cold waves in most of the year. It becomes very difficult for them to reach the examination center. So those schools which are in difficult terrain, winter-bound schools, where it is snow-capped mountains and terrains are very, very tough, those students will be able to give either of the two exams. So this is the exemption category. One is for sports, one is for the winter-bound schools, and third is for the CWSN candidates, that is children with special needs. So if you belong to CWSN category, then also this facility will be extended to you as well. So only for special category students, this exemption is given, that you are allowed to give either of the two. Otherwise, for all general candidate students, the first exam is mandatory, and the second exam you can repeat up to second three subjects. Internal assessments will be conducted only once before the main exams. The same marks will continue for the second. There will be no assessment for the second and first separately. Only one assessment will be done, and those marks are going to get carried over for the next one. Now, schedule of the examination. The first exam will start in mid-February, as it happened in the previous years, and second exam is going to happen in May. So this is the new addition. Earlier, the improvement exam used to happen in July. Now they have preponed it and made it into May. And earlier, the improvement exam, we could give only two exams in class 10. Now they have extended to three subjects. So this is the very, very important change. The eligibility criteria is very simple here. You should be a class 10 student. As I said, this is not relevant for class 12. This is a chance for you to improve upon your score. It is a chance for you to pass a particular subject in case you've got compartment. And previous year students who have not cleared, they also can give this compartment exam, right? So second exam, if you want to give, then you, as I said, you can give a maximum of three subjects. You can't give only three subjects. And you can also give this second exam if you are in place in the compartment category or you want to improve upon the previous score. Going on further, the syllabus, it is not a bifurcated syllabus. Some rumors were going on that they are dividing into semesters. It is not like that. It is full course exam. Both the exams will be full course exams. So it is not semester wise. Full syllabus for the year has to be covered, and you have to give the exam based on the full syllabus. Both the examinations, the paper pattern, everything will remain same. Difficulty level will also remain same. Now the schools will file the candidates list, LOC, which is called list of candidates. That filing of the first exam is going to be compulsory. It is mandatory for all the students who get enrolled in the first exam. That will happen in February, March. And the second one is optional. It is not mandatory. You can choose to give the second examination, or you may choose to skip it depending on whether you're satisfied with the first marks or not. The results will be announced for the February March exam in the month of April, and result of the second examination will be declared in the month of June. And as you are aware that all these results are going to be first available on the DigiLocker, or you can also get it later through WhatsApp, through mail, or through your school. So DigiLocker, if it is not active, kindly activate your DigiLocker so that you get your results instantly on your DigiLocker, which will be a permanent storage for you for life. So both the results, after both the results come, then only the consolidated report will be given. The passing document will be issued only after the second exam. Even if you are choosing not to give the second exam, the results of both are going to come together, and the CBSE is going to issue a combined document based on best of two. So if you have given the first one and the second one, they will consider which subject you have done better, and accordingly they'll prepare your report card and issue it on your DigiLocker. The photocopy verification revaluation procedure was changed this year. That continues to remain same. If you're not happy with your first exam, you have the option of giving the second exam, or you can also apply for photocopy and give for revaluation. If you think that you've done very well and the examiner has not given you requisite marks, you can get the photocopy, verify your papers with your mentor, and if you think that there are some mistakes to be corrected, apply for revaluation. If you're satisfied with the revaluation marks, fine. If you're not satisfied with the revaluation marks, then again what you can do is apply for the second exam. So CBSE has made it a lot easier for the students to get better marks, because they're going to give you a gap of 1.5 months after the first examination. Then you can prepare for those subjects which you think you need to improve, and again you can give those exams. So as a result of the two exams, the class 11 admission is only going to be on a provisional basis. You cannot get a permanent admission based on your first exam. So you will have to wait for both the first and second examination to get over, then only your admission will be confirmed. So if you're not qualifying in the first exam, you will be given provisional admission till you complete your second examination. After your second examination, still if you don't manage to clear, then you will not get admission, obviously. Till that time your result is declared, you will be provisionally admitted to class 11 and you can start your class 11. So this is signed by Controller of Examination, Dr. Sayyam Bharadwaj. Very important update, especially for students who are in class 10 this year. Kindly make a note, and those teachers who are teaching in class 10, please inform your students about the new rules so that they prepare for these board exams accordingly. Now, the timeline is already shared by the boards. The examination is going to be held in the first phase between 17th February and 6th March. The first phase is between 17th March and 6th March. There is already a draft which is issued regarding the subjects and the dates of the exam, but the final dates are yet to come. So I'm not sharing that because it's a draft, it's not yet final. But definitely we know it's between 17th March and 6th March, 17th February and 6th March. The second phase is between 5th May to 20th May. And this is the second phase. The number of students in the second phase may be lesser than the first, because all may not opt for the second phase. So if you're satisfied with the first exam that is conducted, go for that and finalize it. Then no problem, no need to go for the second phase. So this is the highlights of the proposed scheme, is that both class 10 and 12 will begin their exams after 15 February. Of course, 12th will have only one board exam and 10th will have two. And class 10, we are expecting about 26.5 lakh students. And in class 12, 20 lakh students to appear for these examinations. and both the examinations will be based on the full current syllabus and textbooks. There is no change of textbooks in class 10 and 12 as of now. Syllabus remains same. Sample papers will be issued soon. So I want to wish you all the best, and I hope the two board system is clear to all the students and educators, and I hope you can prepare accordingly starting now. So thank you so much for attending this session. Please feel free to approach us if you have any questions regarding the board exams or CBSE. That's my WhatsApp number on the screen. So you can get added to our WhatsApp group for further updates. Thank you and God bless you all.